Hello students. So in previous class we have started already the nuclei and even up to 29 problems we have seen, and let me continue to the same chapter, and 29th one we have seen, and let me start with the 30th one. The half-life of Atmos 215 is 100 microsecond, and the time taken for the radioactivity of sample 215 to decay 1/16th of the initial value. So to decay n by n is equal to 1/16, or n is equal to 1/16th of n0 initial value. What would be the time taken? So let us see. N by n0 is equal to what we get here? 1/16. That is equal to 1/2 power n. 1/2 power n. Now what you can write here? 1/2 power 4. 1/16 is equal to 1/2 power 4 is equal to 1/2 power n. Then n is equal to what we get here? 4. So number of half leaves will be 4. But remember, already the half-life is given what? 100 microsecond. Then the time taken t is equal to n into tf. Then t is equal to 4 into tf is nothing but what? 100. That is equal to 400 microseconds. 31st one. If the half-life of any sample of radioactive substance is 4 days, half-life is given 4 days. 4 days. Then the fraction of sample will remain undecayed after 2 days. After 2 days, remain undecayed. Is it? Remain fraction sample which will be remain undecayed. Now tell me, what is number of half leaves here? M is equal to T by T of, that is equal to 2 by, what is half life? 4 days. Then N is equal to what I get here? 1/2. N is equal to 1/2. So N is equal to 1/2 means they are asking number of nuclei undecayed. Undecayed is nothing but what? Number of nuclei in the sample. Number of nuclei in the sample. What do you get? Number of nuclei in the sample. N is equal to n0 by 2 power n. N is equal to n0 by 2 power n. So you need to find here will be remain the fraction is nothing but fraction of nuclei. N by n0 is equal to 1/2 power n is nothing but what? 1/2. So 1/2 is nothing but what here? 1/√2. 1/√2. So let us see, that is the second option. Let us go for 30-second. 30-second. The radioactivity of a sample is X at time t1 and is Y at time t2. If the mean life of the specimen is T, the number of atoms that have disintegrated in the time interval t2 minus t1 is. So let us see, what is activity of sample? Activity is equal to or here given X is equal to lambda n1. Let us take n1 at t1. Similarly, Y is equal to lambda n2. Is it? Now what do we need to find here? The number of atoms that have disintegrated in the time interval of t2 minus t1 is. What are the number of atoms decayed here? Now let me take here x minus y is equal to what you can write here? Lambda number of atoms decayed n1 minus n2 is equal to x minus y by lambda. But remember, what do you mean by the lambda? Lambda is nothing but decay constant and it is inversely proportional to the mean life. Lambda is equal to 1 by t, that represents 1 by lambda is equal to what? Mean life. Therefore, n1 minus n2 is equal to x minus y into what? T. 1 by lambda is nothing but what? T. So, which is what? Third option. Next one. Mean life of a radioactive sample is 100 seconds. Mean life is given t is equal to 100 seconds. Then its half-life is half-life we will calculate. What is the relation half-life which is equal to 0.693 into mean life. Half-life is equal to what we know? 0.693 by lambda. 1 by lambda is nothing but what? Mean life. Now that is equal to 0.693 into 100. So what do we get here? 69.3 seconds. But from the given options and they given in minute, you need to find in terms of minutes. Now 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then 1 second is equal to what? 1 by 60. 69.3 by 60 minute. That is equal to 1.163 will be remaining 5. Again read 5 minute. 1.155 minute, which is fourth option. As 34. A radioactive isotope is being produced at a constant rate. Half-life of radioactive substance is y. Now rate is what? X. Activity or rate is nothing but activity is equal to n into lambda. Is it? Or even you can take lambda is nothing but what? 0.693 by t. Q of. But they given here half-life is given x. Half-life of radioactive sample is given y. So that we can write here n into, so lambda is equal to what known? ln2 by y. So lambda is nothing but what? 0.693, which is nothing but ln2 by y. Y is nothing but here given mean life. Sorry, half-life. After some time, the number of radioactive nuclei become constant. The value of this constant is, now n is equal to what here? X by lambda. Number of nuclei in the constant x by. Now n is equal to x by lambda is nothing but what you know? ln2 by y is equal to what? X by ln2. X by ln2. So what was first option? Go for 35th one. Half-life of a radioactive substance is 20 minutes. Half-life is given 20 minutes. Half-life of radioactive is 20 minutes. The time between 20% and 80% decay will be. Is it? Time between 20% and 80% decay. That means 20% decay means what are number of nuclei remaining? 80%. Then n is equal to 0.8. That means n by n naught is equal to what? 0.8. n1 is equal to 0.8 n naught. which is n is equal to, n naught into e power minus lambda t. n naught into e power minus lambda t. You need to find the time between 20% and 80%. Is it let me take here n by n is equal to 1 by 2 power n. 1 by 2 power n can be taken. Similarly, for 80% decay, that is okay. Let me take here n1 is equal to 0.8 n0. When 80% decay, then what is remaining? n2 is equal to 0.2 n0. 80%. Now tell me, n2 by n1 is equal to what we have? n2 by n1 is equal to 0.2 by 0.8. That is equal to what? 1 by 4. 1 by 4. Now, then n2 is equal to n1 by 4. Now you can remember n1 by 2 square. You can write it as 2 square. Then this is like by 2 power n. Number of half is how many? 2. Number of half is how many? 2. But you need to find what? The time difference. Time between 20% and 8%. Now 2 half leaves means time is equal to what? 2 into t. n into t. So 2 into what is half life? 20. 20, that is equal to what? 40 minutes it will take time to decay from 20 to 80% decay. What means which is third of, let us say 36 point. The energy released by the fusion of one uranium atom is 200 MeV. The energy released is equal to 200 MeV. The number of fission per second required to produce 3.2 milliwatt. Power is what? 3.2 milliwatt. You need to find what? Number of fission per second. You need to find. Remember, this is what fission reaction. Let me remember what do you mean by the nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Nuclear fission means when the unstable heavy nuclei split into the two lighter nuclei of same energies, identical masses, by releasing energy we call it a nuclear fission. So in a nuclear fission we have some neutrons are produced, and to control that nuclear number of neutrons produced we have nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactor is based on what? Controlled nuclear fission reaction. In a controlled nuclear fission reaction, again we have averagely in a nuclear fission reaction, averagely on an average 2 to 3 neutrons will be produced. To decrease the number of neutrons, we have control rods. Whereas to decrease the speed of the neutrons which are produced in this one, or we have moderator. Remember, whatever the neutrons used in this process, we have energy which are called thermal neutrons, 0.025 electron volt. But the energy produced in nuclear fission reaction is 2 MeV. So that if the energy is more than that one, they are not used for further nuclear fission reaction. For that purpose, we need to decrease the speed of the neutrons which are produced. And even we have size of the neutron, size of the nuclei, which we have 92 uranium-238 and 92 uranium-235. Out of these nuclei, which will be preferred? Uranium-238 is preferred because of it can be fissionable easily. So this is about what? Nuclear fission reaction. Whereas in a nuclear fusion reaction cannot be take place at all the temperatures and pressure, but it can be takes place at very high temperatures and very high pressures. And the temperatures required is around 10⁻⁷ Kelvin. And even to take place this nuclear fusion reaction, we need to produce very high energies, so that it is also called as a thermonuclear fusion reaction. Okay. Okay, what do you mean by nuclear fusion reaction? If two lighter nuclei combine to form heavy nuclei, sorry, two lighter nuclei combine to form a heavy nuclei or a single nuclei, that process we call as a nuclear fusion reaction. And hydrogen bomb is based on what? Nuclear fusion reaction, whereas atom bomb is based on nuclear fission reaction. The energy per nucleon in a nuclear fusion reaction is more, but energy for fusion is more in nuclear fission reaction, so less in nuclear. But energy for fusion process is more in nuclear fusion, or energy for one process is less in nuclear fission reaction. So that averagely for one fission will have energy released for one nuclear fission reaction 200 MeV of energy released. To produce this on 3 milliwatt, what would be the number of fissions can be takes place? We need to find. Let me explain what is power n into E by T. That means energy released per unit time. But remember, for one fission energy means E, for n fissions energy is what? E by T. Now we need to find power. We need to find here n by T. N by T is equal to what we have? E by P. Then 200 MeV 1.6 into 10 power minus 90 by 2.6 into 10 power minus 90 by T. Sorry, P 3.2 into 10 power minus 3 milliwatt. Now how many times it is? 1.6 here 2 times. It is what? 100 times. 10 power minus 4 plus 3 minus 16. Minus 16 into 2 minus 14. So 10 power minus 14 fissions per second. Okay, sorry. Here we need to know that n by T is equal to P by E. We have gone wrong. P by E, not E by T. P by E. So n by T is equal to what? P by E. That is equal to 3.2 into 10 power minus 3 by energy 200 into 10 power 6 into million electron volt. 1.6 into 10 power minus 90. Now here 1.6 it is 2, here 100, that is equal to 100 into 10 power 6, 10 power 8, 10 power 8 into 10 power minus 19, 10 power minus 11. 10 power minus 11 goes to plus 11, 11 minus 3, 8, then 10 power 8 per second. This is 4,000. That is 7th one. If 200 MeV of energy released in the fission of one nucleus. So for one nucleus, what is energy released? Energy released is 200 MeV. 200 MeV. Then the number of nuclei that undergo fission to produce energy of 10 kilowatt for one nucleus. Then what are the number of nuclei to produce energy of E1? Then you to produce 10 kilowatt hour. But so just let us try to find or try to calculate, convert this into energy into joule. 10 power 6 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. So million 10 power 6. 1 electron is 10 power 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Whereas this is what? 10 into kilo. 1 kilo what we have? This one, just cross multiply. What we have? 10 into, so that is what? 3.6 into 3.6 into 10 power 7 by 2 into, look at this one, 2 into 1.6, 3.2 into 3.2 into, so 10 power 6 into 10 square, 10 power 8, 10 power 8 into 10 power minus 19, 10 power minus 11, 10 power minus 11. So 10 power minus 11 goes to numerator, 10 power 18, 10 power 18, and this value is around 1.7, 1.125, so that even you can write it as 11.25 into 10 power 17, which is third option. Let me go for 38 one. 38 one. 92 uranium 238. 92 uranium 238 absorbs a neutron plus 0 N1. It absorbs a neutron. This product further emits an electron. The product is, it emits an electron. So that is what here, minus 1 E0. 0 and 1. So absorbs in neutron 0 and 1. The product emits an electron. This product further emits an electron and 2 electrons emits 2 electrons. The product is 1. So this is what whenever it emits electron means 2 minus 1 E0. Then what we have this one 94. 94 is it plutonium? But there is no change in mass number. Is it okay? Now remember, whenever a neutron it emits electron, neutron mass number should be remain same. But whenever it emits electron, atomic number increases by 1 for 1. But for 2 electrons it is for 2 times 92 plus 2 4. But mass number is remain same. And we have the option first one. That is 39 one. What is the power output of 92 uranium 235? 92 uranium 235 reactor. If it takes 30 days, 30 days, time is what? 30 days. To use up 2 gram of fuel. Mass of fuel is what? 2 gram. Mass of fuel is 2 gram. And if each fission gives 185 meV for one fission, what is the energy release? 185 meV, million electron volts. So you need to find here what the power, what is the power output. Even Avogadro number is given 6.03 into 10 power 26 mole inverse, or 6.03 into 10 power 23 mole inverse. Now let me take here number of nuclei in 2 gram sample. Is it? Because for one fission, for one nuclei fission 185, but actually in 2 gram of nuclei, in 2 gram of sample, how many number of nuclei will be? That we need to find. So that is what you need to remember. N is equal to m by m into Na, Avogadro number. That is equal to what is mass here? Mass is 2 gram. 2 by what is this one? 235 into Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23. 6.02 into 10 power 23. taken both are in grams, no problem. No, but they given here our number as 10.26 mole in mole. Then what we have here 2 into 6 12. 12 by 235, which is 0.25 around. So we can write here 5.12 into 10 power 24. This is what time. But remember, for one fission, the energy produced is what? 1 MeV, 185 MeV. Is it? Now, number of atoms present in 1 second. Number of atoms present in 1 second, what we have? Okay, this is what n value. You need to find here power. Power is equal to NE by T. You know, okay, NE by T. But N is what? 5.12 into 10 power 24 into E. Energy is nothing but what? 185 into 10 power 6 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Because in joule we are taking by time 30 days. 30 days means 30 into 24 into 60 into 60, and that is equal to, can do calculation. Then let me take here 10 power 6 like that only. Now 10 power 24 into 10 power minus 19, 10 power 5. 10 power 5 here we have what? 0, 0, 0. 10 power 5 by 10 power 3, 10 power 2. So that 5.12 into 185 into 1.6 by 3 into 24 into 36. And overall we get 58.4 into 10 power 6 watt. That means 58.4 mega watt, which is what option is it? Second option. Let us see for 40. Next 40 in a nuclear reaction, 2He4 plus ZXA gives rise to Z plus 2Y, Z plus 2Y A plus 3 plus AMB. Is it? So what we have to find, where M denotes, what is M denotes? Just when we have taken a nuclear reaction, the atomic number and mass number of products and reactants must be same. Is it okay? Now when you have taken here 2 is there and here it is Z, then what is the atomic number? Atomic number RHS is equal to, sorry, LHS is equal to RHS. Now this is what? Z plus 2, that is equal to here already, Z plus 2 plus A, then A is equal to what we get? G. Next, mass number also should be equal, 4 plus A is equal to A plus 3 plus B. Now A cancels, then B is equal to what we have? 1. Then what is G representing? M representing 0 and 1, which is a neutron. Fourth option. Nuclear fusion is possible when? Only between light and nuclei. When two light and nuclei combine to form, then we will get a heavy nuclei which is called nuclear fusion, only for that one. If in a nuclear fusion process, the masses of the fusing nuclei be M1 and M2 and the mass of the resulting nucleus be M3, then so M1 and M2 be fused to M3. Remember, when you have taken energies, energy of the products must be greater than energy of the reactants. But when you have taken masses, mass of the reactants products less than that of the mass of the products. So that M3 less than M1 plus M2. Then only the fusion reaction takes place, which is third option. The equation 4, which is 43, 4, 1H1, 1H1, or 1H1 gives rise to 2He4 plus 2He4 plus 2 minus 1E0 plus 26 MeV. 26 MeV. This represents what? Like 4 hydrogen nuclei are combined to form a alpha particle, which is helium nucleus. So that is what we call as a nuclear fusion reaction by releasing energy. Then third option, hydrogen bomb is based on what? Nuclear fusion reaction. The nuclear fusion reaction takes between deuterium and tritium takes place. Remember, nuclear fusion reaction takes place only at very high temperatures and very high pressure. So the second option is correct. Let us see 46(1). A radioactive element A decays into a stable element B. Initially, a fresh sample of A is available. Then Na is equal to N0 into e power minus lambda T. Now, it decays into B. What will happen in this sample? Variation in number of nuclei of B with time. Remember, as the time increases, number of nuclei will be in A will be decreased, but number of nuclei in B will be increases. N0 minus Na. Is it? N0 minus Na. If you are taken for Na, this is what Nb time. This will be decreases. But for B, Nb and 0 will be increases, which is second half. 47th one. The Ln Nb call for a radioactive material. Ln N and time. So remember, what is the relation between N and T? N is equal to N0 into e power minus lambda T. Now apply law on both sides. Ln N is equal to Ln N0 plus Ln e power minus lambda T. Is it? Now separate these terms. Ln N is equal to Ln N0 and Ln basic E will be cancelled 1 minus lambda T minus lambda. Or we can write Ln N is equal to minus lambda T plus Ln N0. Now remember, this is in the form of Ln N values are taken on y-axis and T values on x-axis, and this is what intercept and this is what slope. From the given options, they given Ln N value on y-axis and T is on x-axis, and it represents a straight line equation. Y is equal to mx plus the straight line equation. But remember, this intercept is positive on positive axis, but slope is what here? Minus lambda. Slope is -2. Then this one will be, which is second option. That is the 48th one. A radioactive nucleus X decays to a stable nucleus Y. Then the time graph of rate of formations of Y against time will be. Nx is equal to what? N0 into e power minus lambda T. For rate of formation of Y, X decays into Y. Then Ny is equal to what? N0 minus Nx. That means N0 minus N0 into e power minus lambda T. Now, rate of formations of Y. Rate of formation of Y. Then dN by dt is equal to. So this value will become 0 minus that is equal to lambda n naught into e power minus lambda t. Now let us see at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0. This what lambda n naught, but at t is equal to infinity. Is it? This one what will become 0. So that we get what third r, nothing but r, and this is what time at t is equal to 0. What this is what maximum rate lambda n naught. At t is equal to infinity, what is the same rate? 0. This which is third option. Let us see 49. The given graph A, B and C, and this is what D, A, B, C, D, and here E, and where we have A cap. Now you can, they are asking M, A, B, C and F corresponding to different nuclei. Consider 4 reactions, the given 4 reactions, where E is the energy release, in which reactions is E positive, E positive. E positive means, remember, in nuclear fission and in nuclear fusion reaction, the energy is released, E is positive. Now, A and B are lighter nuclei, and when A and B are lighter nuclei, they may be formed as a like C. A and B can be formed as a C. That is what nuclear fission reaction. Sorry, fusion reaction. Fusion reaction. A plus B gives rise to C plus C. Similarly, F is a heavy nuclide. F is a heavy nuclide, and that heavy nuclide can be split into two nuclei which are having identical masses like C and D, or D and E. What I mean from given options, the possibility was D plus E plus E. 1 and 4, which is first option. Let us see 50 and 1. The graph shows the number of particles N1 emitted per second by radioactive source as a function of time t. The relationship between Nt and T is, and Ln20 is given 3. Same as it, just to have seen. What is this one? Lambda n naught e power minus lambda t. So this represents what we have already straight line graph. Ln and t, here it is what 60, and this is what 0. Now at t is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, what is this one? Ln n naught. At t is equal to 60, and this is ln n naught value is what? Okay, let us take. Slope is what here? Slope is what? They given here. It is 3. It is 60. Then what is slope is equal to negative slope again. Negative slope. 60. 3 by minus 3 by 60. That is equal to what? Minus 1 by 20. Slope y2 minus 1 by x2 minus x1. 3 by 60. Next one. We write the equation based on this. Y is equal to, because of it is in a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now y is what? Ln. Y is equal to what here? 3. Is it? 3 is a constant set. Then ln n naught is equal to m. Slope is what here? Minus 1 by 20. X is what we have? T plus c. What is c? 3. Positive intercept. Is it okay? N naught is equal to, now at t is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, ln n naught is equal to 3 this is n is equal to n naught e to the power minus lambda t. This is like fourth option, 20 into e to the power minus 0.25. Just we can. So this is what we have discussed in nucleus, and I think everybody has followed these all topics whatever we have discussed. And if you are prepared and if you are followed regularly and prepared as for the schedule of work we have followed, then you could be completed this second PU topics successfully. And let me start these first three topics in the next class onwards. Thank you.